Hello, and thanks for joining me today. You're listening to Alive with Dr. Nimira. Over the last decade, I've been spending my days taking care of mostly women who not only have aches and pains, but who've also spent the last decade or two putting their career and family first. I stand for a world where we can live our passions and purpose all out without the fear of our physical bodies giving out. I've created this podcast, Alive, always living in vibrant energy, as a quick way for you to learn more about your body. This really is a no frills, get the information out there podcast, and I hope that you'll enjoy it. As an upper cervical chiropractor, I regularly take care of many different types of people at varying degrees of health, and over the upcoming episodes, we'll discuss many types of things that can be reduced or eliminated when you can rebalance your health at the level of your brainstem. Today, I wanted to chat with you about hormones and your endocrine system in relationship to your nervous system and adaptability. Many times, as I'm taking a history with a new patient, I find out more information in relationship to a woman's history with regards to her cycle, PMS symptoms, trouble getting pregnant or miscarriages, and hormonal migraines as how she's been experiencing life up to and through the early parts of menopause. I love being able to share how so many of these symptoms are related back to the nervous system and where they are on their scale of adaptability. It doesn't matter which system you look at, the brain and nervous system sends all the messaging to all your systems. The easiest way to see adaptability is within your endocrine system. So let's backtrack and talk about the scale of adaptability. The brain and nervous system control everything in your body, and it's responsible for keeping us adaptable. Basically, think of a line graph where highly adaptable is on one end, and that's where your body's working exactly as it should, and you have no trouble. On the other end, your body is stuck. It's stuck in its fight or flight response, just barely trying to keep you functioning. When this is happening, you're no longer adaptable. You're just trying to survive. All your other systems are just barely functioning. So everything that happens in the middle of the scale from one end to the other goes from just barely adaptable and functioning to working almost perfectly and highly adaptable. The easiest way to look at this is infertility. Women's bodies were designed to make babies. When we are working the way we are designed, we get pregnant easily, have a simple and uncomplicated pregnancy, and it's easy to have labor and delivery. When we're stuck and struggling in our fight or flight response, our bodies are not thinking about making a baby. Many women who are struggling to get pregnant are so stressed out that they're preventing their bodies from doing what they were designed to do. They can't get pregnant because they are literally stuck in their fight or flight response. If you travel further up the scale of adaptability, you may have had a hard time getting pregnant and then miscarried. Your body tried really hard to do what it was supposed to do, but at the end, it chose you over the baby when it came to survival. Further along the scale are the women who had trouble getting pregnant and then struggled through their pregnancy as well. They are more adaptable than the others, but not as adaptable as those whose bodies are working properly, and we continue this along the scale until you get back to the highly adaptable women. Similarly, I see this frequently with my menopausal patients. Our hormones are going to change as we get older. The real question is, are we adaptable enough to manage that change, or are we going to struggle through the process? So the women who are highly adaptable experience minimal symptoms of menopause, such as night sweats, irritability, and insomnia. The ones that are stuck and struggling to be adaptable experience every symptom in the book. The more adaptable your nervous system can keep you, the easier your experience will be. The in-between are experiences like our cycles. I see many teenage girls in this area because of their PMS symptoms or irregular or painful periods. When we can rebalance their nervous system to help them regulate their endocrine system better, they notice that their cycles start to regulate and they don't experience horrible PMS symptoms either. So here's the important part. The endocrine system doesn't magically reset the moment we start working on the nervous system. As we make small and specific adjustments to the top bone in the neck, the body's autonomic nervous system will have a chance to reset and begin adapting again. This will, over time, have long-term effects on the endocrine system and allow the body to start adapting better too. So this is why my patients who come in with hormonal migraines still see results They just usually see them after their structural based migraines have already started to disappear. Same thing with my fertility patients. They start to feel their body calm down from the high stress state, and then after a time, they all of a sudden get pregnant when their bodies are no longer stuck in that stress state. So take a moment and think about where you are on the scale of adaptability. Have you had a pretty easy experience when it comes to your cycle, pregnancy, or menopause? Has it been a disaster? Was it somewhere in the middle? You may be able to change your experience, and it's never too late. One of my favorite testimonials was from my patient Yvonne, who came to me because she'd had chronic headaches for such a long time. And she didn't really think about it and realize it until almost a month into the process, when she was like, after having 25 years of PMS pain, I didn't even think it was possible for it to disappear. And all of a sudden, she no longer had PMS issues, and her ovulation pain had been cut by half. So she didn't even think it was something that she should tell me about, and then she realized it after the fact that everything had really started to change. So that's all I have for today. I hope that you learned something new and that you have some useful information to improve your health. Don't take life too seriously. Stress makes everything worse. Enjoy this week as best as you can, and I will catch you in 2 weeks. In the meantime, purposefully live all out and reach out for help if you need it. I'm here for you.